wonderful week. And I hope you have been enjoying all of these yoga videos. I've been really trying my best to make it interesting, as interesting as I can without being there with you guys. So we're going to continue on the topic of mindfulness. So if you remember, mindfulness involves setting your intention to focus your attention on a specific thing, on one thing. So it involves bringing yourself back to this intention whenever you get distracted. When you get distracted, you accept that you've been distracted, you notice, you accept, and you dismiss that distraction, and you return your attention to your original thought. So we focused on mindfulness of breath last week. As a recap, if you remember, we spoke about the basic relaxation breath. So that was an inhale of 4 through your nose and an exhale of 8 through your mouth. The exhale is twice as long as the inhale, which activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which really relaxes and brings your body back to a state of calm. And that's what it's all about, right? Trying to calm ourselves using our breath. So it's also called the cool down breath. It relaxes your body and it can be done anywhere at any time. And that is the wonderful thing about using your breath with mindfulness. You can do it at any time. You can do it at school, you can do it in the car, you can do it in your bedroom, you can do it in the garden, you can do it at the park. You can really do mindfulness anywhere, but your breath is always with you. You don't need anything outside of your body to use your breath with mindfulness. So I'm going to show you a short video called Mindful Aussie, and it just recaps a little bit more about mindfulness.
Hi friends, my name is Mindful Aussie, and today I'm going to teach you about a special superpower that you can use no matter what you are doing or where you are. This superpower can help you do better in school, sports, music, and many other things. It can also help you calm down when you are angry, sad, scared, or have any other feelings you don't like. This superpower is called mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you pay special attention to anything with love. There are lots of things that we can learn to be mindful of. What am I doing right now? Breathing! Did you know that we are always breathing all the time? Even though we are breathing all the time, we usually don't notice it. That's why today we are going to learn how to pay attention to our breath. This is what we are going to do. Together we are going to take a long, deep breath through our nose for 3 seconds, as if we're filling up our belly with lots of fresh air. Then we're going to hold all that fresh air in for 3 seconds. Don't let it escape! After we've held our breath, we're going to slowly let it all out through our nose for 3 seconds. Let's try it together. Ready? Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Let it out. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it tight. 1, 2, 3. And release. 1, 2, 3. Good job. You have just learned how to pay attention to your breath and how to stay calm and relaxed. Now, let's all say this together. I am calm and relaxed. Ready? I am calm and relaxed. Great job! Let's say it again. I'm calm and relaxed. Mindful breathing will give you lots of special superpowers, so try and do this whenever you remember. And the secret is, the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Till next time, bye friends!
So I really like that little video because it's touched on all of the things we kind of spoke about, all the basics of mindful breathing, and all the benefits that it has in staying calm and relaxed. So mindfulness is like a mini vacation for your brain. It's like a little break for your brain to just pause on all of the thoughts and all of the chaos that is always there. It is really such a powerful tool to help your mind focus and improve on concentration and to rewire your brain and to learn how to focus your attention on one thing. And in such a busy, distracted world when we always have technology and Instagram and Facebook, and it's always something trying to pull us in one direction or another. So I really cannot stress enough how important mindfulness is to just keep your mind calm and clear. There is another really nice video I wanted to show you all today, and it's called Just Breathe. It touches, it's actually a lot of kids speaking, so you will see a lot of kids' perspectives on why breathing mindfully has been so helpful and so powerful for so many people, especially children. So this video is called Just Breathe.
I get really mad when my brother hits me a lot. I don't like it when you say you don't want to play with me. When I'm mad, my brain can get a headache and it can start hurting. Your blood keeps pumping because you're like really mad. And you start to get sweaty because you're getting really, really mad. And then when you start getting really mad, you turn red. When your body can't really control yourself, mad just takes over your body. I just get out of control. It's kind of like if you had a jar and then the jar would be your brain and then you put glitter in the jar and that would be how you would feel. If you shook up the jar and the glitter went everywhere, that would be how your mind looks. And it's like spinning around and then you don't have any time to think. And you sometimes punch stuff and people when you don't really mean it. When I get angry, I feel it in my heart. I really don't like when I get angry. The amygdala really reacts, but the prefrontal cortex tries to keep it down. When I feel like I want to, get really angry and yell, I just sometimes, take deep breaths. First you find a place where you can be alone, then you find some way to relax and calm down. When I need to calm down, I take deep breaths. I breathe in through my nose. Sometimes I close my eyes or just take deep breaths. It's calming down, it's not moving. It's slowing down and then it stops. And the heart plumps slow and then it goes into your brain. It's like all the sparkles are at the bottom of your brain. My brain slows down and then I feel more calm and then I'm ready to speak to that person.
Okay, so that video was called Just Breathe. And it was a compilation of lots of kids explaining how they feel angry and if they feel stressed out, and how beneficial breathing is for them and how it helps them to lower their heart rate. And they even used the example of the glitter jar that we did. And I know you did it with Auntie Stacey, and then I did it a few weeks ago with you on video. And it shows how crazy your mind can get, right? When you're thinking and everything is chaotic and you're stressed out and you're worried and it's just like a million thoughts flying around your brain, and it's hard to stay calm, and it's hard to focus, and it's hard to be relaxed when you're feeling like that. So taking a deep breath and being mindful really helps all of those chaotic thoughts settle, and your mind gets so clear and so calm, and you are able to think clearly. And if you're angry, you would calm down. You'd be able to speak to someone in a calm way because you have allowed all of that chaotic thought to just settle and to simmer. So I really like that video, and it shows so many kids and how they've used mindful breathing. So this week we're going to move away from mindful breathing to talk about present moment awareness. So present moment awareness means being mindful of your surroundings. Your surroundings can be indoor, it can be outdoor. Surroundings can be anything, but it just means what is around you right now. One of the basic concepts of mindfulness is to increase the ability to be aware in the present moment. This can include awareness, self-awareness of body, of breath, of thoughts, emotions, sound, smell, and touch. So basically that includes your surroundings. A really nice way to start is to be aware of your physical surroundings. So like look around you, what do you notice when the room you are in? So you pay attention to the things that are around you in your physical environment. So pay attention to what is around you indoors, and to stay present and focus in the present moment. So what is the present moment exactly? If you had to describe the present moment, how would you do so? So the present moment means you're not thinking about the past and you're not thinking about the future. You are here in the now, in the present moment. So you are focusing your attention on something in the present moment, that something in your physical environment that keeps you in the present moment. Because if I'm looking at that beautiful flower outside and I'm observing that flower, I am in the present moment because I'm looking at something that's right in front of me. I'm not thinking about my exam from last week, and I'm not thinking about dinner later tonight. I'm looking at this beautiful flower right here in the present moment, in the here and the now. So when I ask questions, you can just think about these questions in your mind, in your head. I'm going to ask you a few questions now from this handy dandy book from Auntie Stacey, and you don't need to give verbal responses. You can just think about the answer in your head, and it is normal for distractions to come in and for thoughts to wander. So just be aware and to remind yourself and bring yourself back to the task at hand. So I'm going to read this. So it's called Mindfulness of your surroundings. So it's your indoor surroundings, right? So find yourself in a comfortable position in your chair, or you can sit on the floor crisscross applesauce, and you can rest your arms and your hands on your leg. Keep your eyes open and look at what is around you. So take a nice look at what is around you. Look all around. Pay attention to what you see. Is it bright or is it dark? Are you alone or or are you with others? Are there windows inside the room? Can you see outside the room? Can you see the sky? Is there light or sunshine shining in the window? If so, does it light up an area on the floor or on the wall? Or if it's dark outside, can you see the lights or the moon? Look at what is in front of you. Is there a wall, a door, a window, curtains, artwork, light switches, furniture, bookshelves? What is beside you? Can you look behind you? Look all the way around you. Observe. When your mind wanders, notice it, accept it, and bring your attention back to the room again. Notice the temperature around you. Is it warm? Is it cold? Or is it just right? Is the air moving or is the air still? Do you smell any odors or smells? Are they comforting or distasteful? Are they new smells or are they familiar? Can you hear? Is it quiet? Is there noise? What sounds are there? Where are they coming from? Are they loud, soft, sharp, soothing, or annoying? Do you want to keep listening to the sound or do you want them to stop? Is anything moving in the room? What is moving? What is staying still? Are things moving through the room, coming and going? Pay attention to your body. Feel where your bottom is touching the floor. Is the floor hard, soft, cushiony, or solid? Do your feet touch the floor? Do your knees rest on the floor? Look around and find something that particularly attracts your attention. It can be a painting, it can be a flower, it can be a toy, it can be a favorite picture on the wall. Notice what shape it is, where it is located, what color it is, its texture, its purpose. Observe why it draws your attention. Does it remind you of something else? Do you know what it is? Is it common or unusual? When you notice you are not thinking about the room around you or about this present moment, notice these thoughts, accept them, and let them go. Tell them, not now, and bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Become aware of yourself in this space. How do you feel? Do you feel safe? Do you want to be here? Does this place feel familiar or does everything seem new to you? Have you been someplace else that reminds you of this place? Do you feel good, bad, or neutral? Now that you have spent some time fully focused on being in the present moment, bring the awareness you have gained back with you as you resume your regular life. So that was kind of like a meditation to focus your attention on your physical surroundings. What happened during the meditation? What did you notice? Did you notice anything new in the room that you have never noticed before? How did your body feel? What was going on in your mind? Was it hard to pay attention or was it easy? Were you distracted, and if so, by what? How did you bring your attention back to your surroundings? You can practice this whenever you arrive at a new surrounding, like at school or the store or a friend's home or the mall. Anywhere you go, you can practice mindfulness of your surroundings by looking and paying attention, focusing your attention in the present moment on the physical things around you. So that was a mindfulness exercise in the indoor, and we're going to try one outside. And I know if I was with you guys now, I would like, let's go outside, let's do this in the garden, but we can't. So I'm going to ask you to, since I can't take you outside, I'm going to ask you to imagine that you are somewhere outside, somewhere outdoors that you have been to before. So somewhere that you know, like the park in your neighborhood or the garden in your home. And I'm going to take a pause now to pause the video and come back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. So we're going to do another mindful meditation on the outdoors. So close your eyes and imagine a place outdoors that is very familiar to you, that you've been before. So it can be your garden, or it can be the park in your neighborhood, or it can be the outdoor area at school. Being mindful in the moment when it comes to nature and outdoors is like so healing, and it's so magical because it integrates so many different senses, smell, touch, sight, plus nature in itself is so healing and so wonderful that it really provides a great sense of calm. So picturing yourself in nature can be really, really, really healing. So close your eyes and imagine a place outdoors that you've been before. Somewhere that you've seen. So close your eyes and picture this outdoor place, somewhere in nature that you're open in the outdoors. Let's start by looking up at the sky. Imagine looking up at the sky. What color is it right now? Is it clear? Are there clouds? What do the clouds look like? Is the sun shining? Is it behind the clouds? Is it daylight or is it dark? Look around and see what's around you. Are you seeing any trees? If so, let's pay attention to one of these trees. Is it covered with leaves or are the branches bare? What color are the leaves on the branches? Are there buds on the branches or seed pods or flowers? Is the tree perfectly still or is it moving in the breeze? Slowly inhale and notice what you smell. Is there a fragrance or odor? Is it pleasant or distasteful? Does it remind you of something or of another time in your life? Can you see grass? What color is it? Is it lush and green or dry and brown? Is it long grass or is it nicely groomed? Imagine reaching down and touching this grass. What does it feel like? Are there any flowers blooming? Notice their shapes and colors. Imagine smelling these flowers. Are there any rocks or stones? Look at their shape and color. Imagine touching them and notice their texture. Can you see the ocean? Pay attention to the water. Is it calm and still or is it moving and full of waves? What color is the water? Is it blue or is it green? Is there a beach? Is there sand and stones and shells? Are the waves crashing onto the beach? Listen. What do you hear? Are there birds singing? Are there waves crashing? Are there cars close by? Can you hear the breeze blowing in the trees? Is there a sound from a waterfall or the ocean? Pay attention to the temperature. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it warm or is it chilly? Is there air? Is the air still or is there a breeze? So as you close your eyes and you picture this outdoor space, somewhere that you've been before, the beach or down the islands or the park or the garden, just imagine, what does it look like? Are there trees or birds or plants or flowers? What does the sky look like? What does the ocean look like? Are there waves? Are these waves crashing onto the beach? Are there birds? Are there other people here? Are there animals? There's so much that you could think of as you examine this space in nature. So what was it like to pay close attention to nature around you? Were you able to use your imagination to pretend that you were outside? Was it difficult to stay focused? What distracted you? How did you bring your attention back to the present moment? I wish I could hear all of you guys' answers right now. If your mom is doing this with you, you can discuss some of these answers with her, or you can just think about them. So you can do this wonderful activity anytime you go outside, anytime you go to the park, or you step outside in the garden, or you go to the beach or down the island. You can look around and you can pay attention to all of the things around you, the birds and the trees and the sky and the road and the cars and the sounds and the smells and the temperature. So you just have to pay attention and focus and take in all of the physical surroundings around you. I'm going to do a pretty short, just something to bring us back to a calm spot. You can remain sitting and close your eyes. It's just a 1-minute gentle breathing exercise. And I picked flowers because we were just focusing on the outside and the nature. So it's called flower breath.
You start with the seed deep in the ground. Sit up as tall as you can and pull your belly in. Close your eyes and imagine a beautiful flower in front of you. See all the colors of your flower in your mind. See all its different parts, its stem. Maybe it has some leaves and its colorful petals. You're curious to smell this flower, so bring it up close to you. Take a long breath in through your nose and let it all the way out through your mouth. Take a long breath in through your nose and let it all the way out through your mouth. Imagine what your flower smells like. Once more, take a long breath in through your nose and let it all the way out. Sit up nice and tall and open your eyes. Everything's in. Everything's in.
Okay. So, for this next exercise, I want you to grab anything in your close by. You can grab a toy, a stuffed toy, your phone, a coin, a fork, a ball, a tablet, a stuffed animal, a pencil, an eraser, anything that you can hold in your hand. So we're going to do awareness of an object. So far we've done awareness of your inside surroundings, awareness of your outside surroundings, and now we're going to do awareness of an object. So it's called beginner's mind. So beginner's mind means to see everything as if you're seeing it for the very first time, with openness and curiosity. So when you see it, it's not like, oh, I've seen that, a million times, I've seen it every day, and then it kind of loses its magic. So we want to see everything with a fresh eye, with an open eye, with a curious eye, and with a curious mind. So this is called beginner's mind, and we're going to do awareness of an object. To see the beauty and to see the richness of the present moment, we need to cultivate what has been called beginner's mind. It's like we're willing to see everything as if we're seeing it for the very first time, and there is so much magic in that. It helps you to appreciate things, to be grateful, to just stay in the present moment and not to just get lost in the in the mundane life, in the fact that we've seen something 100 times, so it no longer brings us any joy or any sparks any excitement in us anymore. So let's do present moment awareness by focusing our awareness on any object to practice beginner's mind. So this exercise helps you to use beginner's mind, which is a mind that is open and willing to see everything with curiosity as if for the first time. So grab an item, any item, something that you can hold. Choose an object that is small enough to be picked up easily and hold in your hand. Hold it in one hand. I'm going to use my phone. Hold it in one hand and pass it to the other hand. Notice how heavy or how light it is in your hand. How big is it? Rub your finger all over the surface. Are the edges smooth or are the edges rough? Observe the shape, color, and texture of the object. Feel any bumps or dents in the surface. Pay attention to whether it feels smooth or rough. Does it feel cool or warm on your fingers? Is it sticky, greasy, slippery, wet, or dry? Look closely to see if there is anything written on it. Are there words on it? Are there designs drawn or printed on it? If your mind wanders or you start thinking about how bored you are, just bring your awareness back to the object. Squeeze it between your fingers. Is it squishy, flexible, hard, or solid? How does it sound when you tap on it with your finger? Or scrape on it with your fingernail? Does it echo, thud, click? Rotate it in your hand. How does the light reflect off of it? Is it shiny or dull? Can you see through it? Is it solid or hollow? What material is it made out of? Hold it up to your nose and smell it. Does it have an odor? Is it stinky? Or is it smell really nice? Can you drop it on the table? Does it stay still or does it roll around or roll back and forth? What sound does it make when you move it around on the table? Does it slide easily or does it stick in one place? Look closely and find something you didn't notice before. So the point of this exercise was for you to really focus your present awareness on this object with beginner's mind. So to see all of the details and all of the things that you may not have seen before. Sometimes when we look at things, we do so without really looking. Like we just look at it quickly. We don't really observe it. We're not really mindful of all of its shape, if it's smooth or rough, or what sound does it make, how does it smell. So it is a meditation to focus on an object that you have in your hand and to put all of your present awareness on this object. Did you notice anything about this object that you hadn't noticed before? Did your mind wander? How did you bring your attention back to the object? Was this boring? Did you notice any change in how you were feeling as you focused on the object? If you do this exercise over and over with the same object, you will be able to pay a lot more attention to it, and you would notice a lot more things about it that you have never noticed before. So those are the 3 types of present moment awareness that we practiced today. We did it inside, focusing on the internal surroundings, the physical surroundings. We did it by imagining that we were outside or somewhere with nature, and then we did it by focusing our awareness on an object by using beginner's mind to pay attention to all of the details and using all of our senses to really absorb and pay attention to all the details of this object. Today, I wanted to do some gentle stretches. So, let's do some. I'm back and we're going to do some gentle stretches. So let's start with mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart. Arms are by your side. Stand straight and tall. Like your fingers are have magic power, so you're gonna you don't want to just leave them hanging. Like you want to straighten them out. Feel the power. Straighten your back. Take a deep breath in. Bend your neck gently to one side. Your head gently to one side and stretch your neck. On the next side. And then put your head back. Put your head down in front. Do some big shoulder rolls. And then the other way, reverse. Do some circles with your neck. Slowly. And then reverse. Then raise your hands up. You can hold one like this. Crescent moon to the side. So you want to bend your body like this. Keep your tailbone tucked in. And to the next side. You want to look up underneath your arm, like you're looking up to the sky. Ooh. You're going to interlock your fingers in front of you. Really stretch your back. Push through your fingers. Stretch your back. Then you're going to interlace your hands behind you. Stretch, open your chest and your heart. Ooh, take a deep breath. Bring your arms in front of you and rotate your wrists. And then reverse. Then we're going to stretch our hips by doing big circles with our hips. Yes. Ooh, that should feel really good. You might have a few cracks. And then the opposite direction. Don't forget to do everything in the opposite direction. Then we're going to go to our knees. So go like this. In the opposite direction. Then we're going to do a forward fold. Really hang there and just stretch your body. Then we're going to do a wide leg forward fold. This. Keep your legs wide. This. You can keep your knees bent if you like. And you're going to reach to one side. Really feel that stretch underneath your thigh. Try the other side. Go back to the center. Roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebrae. Then you're going to come back to a seated position. Seated position. So you can have your legs wide. Put one arm here and then reach to the other side. The opposite arm and leg. And then the other side. And then, now that you've done both opposite sides, take your arms and extend both to one side. But you don't want to bend your head over like this. You want to keep your chin out. Like you want your chin to touch your toes. Take a deep breath. Don't overstretch. You can really hurt yourself. So we're just doing gentle stretching. Next up. Then you bring your legs in together. Oops, I have dirty toes. And you bring your arms straight forward. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. You can grab a cloth or a rag and help you to reach over, or you can just put your arms on your chins. Pretend that you want your chin to touch your toes. So you don't want your forehead to touch your toes. You want your chin. So straight back, like this. Straight back. You don't want to go like this. You want to go like this. Like you want your chin to touch. And it's okay if you don't go very far. You feel the stretch behind your legs. Then we're going to bring one leg in. One leg straight and stretch out. Touch that leg. Those toes. Then straighten that leg and tuck this leg. Touch these toes. And we're going to go into butterfly. And we're going to put our arms back and stretch our head. Extend our neck. Push into our arms on the floor. Then we're going to lie on our back like this. We're going to tuck our legs in and we're going to roll to the side and then extend. If we put our knees to the right, we extend our left arm and we look to the left. So we're doing a twist. Can you see? Like this. A twist. And then we do the other side. So legs to the left, look to the right. So you're doing a spinal twist, and right now you're detoxifying your liver and you're giving all of your organs a nice twist in your spine. Now you go into happy baby and rock side to side. Extend your legs and roll over onto your tummy for cobra. Stretch that back. Take a deep breath in. When you're ready, come back down to your tummy. Roll over to your side and push up gently with your arms. You can do a child's pose now if you like. Okay, so that was our gentle full body stretch. We're going to end with a really nice Shavasana. And it's going to be a different kind of Shavasana this time. We're not going to do a guided meditation. We're just going to listen to a really relaxing song. So, the song talks about breathing in and breathing out. So you can follow it if you like. When it says breathe in, you can breathe in. When it says breathe out, you can breathe out. So I'm going to start that up now. So you can get onto your backs, lying on your backs in Shavasana in a very comfortable position. You can open your legs as wide as you want, open your arms as wide as you want, and really just spread out on the floor like a big starfish. And take a deep breath in, out through your mouth, in through your nose, 3, 2, 1, out through your mouth, 3, 2, 1. And now let's do it. Inhale to 4 through your nose and exhale to 8 through your mouth. So inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get yourself into a comfortable position and close your eyes. I'm going to start the song now. If I can find where I put it. Right, here it is. take a deep breath in through your nose and breath out through your mouth. Bring yourself back to the room you're in. You can gently open your eyes when you're ready. I don't know about you, but I find that song is so relaxing. I can just fall asleep listening to it. So, takeaway assignment today is try to do present moment awareness, either in a room inside, in nature outside anywhere. It can be in the yard, it can be in the park, it can be down the islands, it can be anywhere that you are outdoors. Or you can do it with an object, with beginner's mind, with an object. So really it's beginner's mind anyway. You're just looking at everything with a beginner's mind, with that curiosity and that magic, and to see the richness and beauty in everything around you. Even if you've seen it 200 times, to see it like it's the first time with awe and wonder, and to really pay attention and to notice all the little things about it and all the magical ways and all the blessings. So that's kind of how we want to see the world and see those around us and see the life that we live, right? We want to see it with beginner's mind, we want to see the magic and the beauty and the detail in everything around us. So guys, that's your homework task, to do present moment awareness, inside, outside, or with any object, to really focus on the smells, the tastes, the sounds, the temperature. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? If you're outside, what does the sky look like, or the water, or the waves, or the trees, or the flowers, to really soak in all of that magic and to pay attention to all the little details. So guys, happy Friday. Hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you next week. See ya.